Alright, first off, I would like to start off by saying Barakati Yahweh, Barakati Yahweh Shai, Barakati Yahweh, Barakati Yahweh Shai, Barakati Yahweh, Barakati Yahweh Shai. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Ruchakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of the great millstone, and a sincere peace and salutation to Allah Aki and pushing His word and truth and sincerity. And for those who don't know Yahweh, it being the Most High, who the world ignorantly calls God, and Yahweh Shai being who the world ignorantly called Jesus Christ. But with that said, I just want to start off in the lesson. I'm just read the scripture real quick. This is Amos 5:10. It says, "They hate him that rebuketh in the gate, and they abhor him that speaketh uprightly." Right? They hate. Ultimately, they hate the men of the Lord, because the men of the Lord are going to be the ones that's rebuking in the gate. Rebuking what? We're rebuking and showing these people, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, who are the true Hebrew Israelites according to the Bible, that they're going off, and that ultimately that they have forsaken their true power and shown no faith, or have not even acknowledged that He existed. And this dates all the way back to the time of Egypt, when we went into the wilderness, and it's still now, and that's why we're being jacked up. So it says they hate him that rebuketh in the gates. We go to the top, we go to the chief place of concourse where everyone is, and we rebuke our people, and we also rebuke these other nations. And it says they hate us. They hate us for it. But we don't care, because we're doing what we're supposed to do. We're doing what we've been told to do. This is Isaiah 58:1. It says, "Cry aloud, spare not, lift up thy voice like a trumpet, and show my people their transgressions, and the house of Jacob their sins." Right. It says, cry aloud and spare not. Man, you're supposed to be out there, and you're supposed to lift up your voice. You're supposed to exalt your voice. And we're not sparing not. We're sparing not what? We're not sparing anyone's feelings. We're out here to proclaim what Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai has told us to say. The words that they put in our mouth. And we're telling you what's to come because of your wickedness. And we're not going to spare anyone's feelings. We're not going to censor our words or water down our speak like some camps do. Some people do, some false prophets do. We're going to do exactly according to the scriptures, man. We're not going to spare not. We're going to tell you the raw truth about the scriptures, and that you're dealing with a terrible power that's going to destroy you. And if you don't wake up from that, then you wasn't none of His. And we're going to tell you that you're going to be destroyed, and it's justified because you didn't listen. Got a list of scriptures, and I'm gonna go ahead and jump into Galatians. This is Galatians 4:16. It says, "Am I therefore become your enemy because I tell you the truth?" Right. This thing is the truth, man. That's why brothers say, when you come into this thing, when you come into the truth, what we out there proclaiming and on the highways and byways is the truth. So am I become your enemy because I tell you the truth? Hey, so be it. Because ultimately, if we become your enemy from telling you the truth of what the true power have told us to say, then you hate not us. It says you hate them that rebuketh in the gate, but you hate the name that we coming in. You hate the words that we coming in. And who was the word? Yahweh Shai. So you ultimately hate Yahweh Shai. And what did King David say? Malak Dawadah. King David, he said, "Do not I hate them that hate thee, O Lord." I hate them with a perfect hatred. So we out there, and we're gonna tell you the truth, man. We're gonna tell you the truth. And if you hate us, we hate you. It's simple being. As simple as that. But yeah, since I said we out there to tell the truth. This is 2 Corinthians 11. 2 Corinthians 11:6. It says, "But though I be rude in speech, yet not in knowledge, but we have been thoroughly made manifest among you in all things, right? Though we be rude in speech, though we out there and we're not sparing anybody's feelings. We're telling you straight up. If you walk past the camp and you're homosexual, we're gonna tell you that you're gonna be destroyed for that, because pursuant to Leviticus, if a man lied with mankind, then both of them have committed an abomination and they shall be put to death. And this prophecy in Jeremiah, prophecy in Isaiah, it's prophecy even in the New Testament that this place is going to face the same fate as Sodom and Gomorrah, and we know what that is. Sodom being ass fucking, man, to keep it all the way real, and yet we be rude in speech, yet not in knowledge. We coming to you and with the true doctrine, man, because they're going to demonize us when it's time to come and just say that we are boisterous, we just out there causing strife, we extremists, we this, we that, we the black Hebrew Israelites. They're going to demonize us, but in all actuality, if you come up to us humble and you ask us to break down everything that we're saying, brothers can do that, man, through the Spirit. And you will see that though we be rude in speech, we not ignorant in knowledge, man. We know exactly what we're talking about. That's why we come out so boldly to speak this. Ultimately, the point of this video is for brothers that's coming out on the streets to understand that people are going to hate you, man. People are going to hate you, but it's okay. It's okay. We want that, and you're supposed to embrace that because you're doing the right thing. But the flip side of that is if you are going out there and proclaiming this truth, you need to be justified in your sayings. And what I mean by that is you can't be out there being a hypocrite. Because if you're rebuking someone and you doing the same thing, like let's use the example of being an adulterer. If you going out and you telling Jake, look, if you lusting after a man's woman, and if you trying to have sex or bait a woman into having sex with you knowing that she's with another man, then you committed an abomination and you should be put to death for that. But if you out there with the garment and you actually doing that same act as him and you just faking the funk, now you're not justified in your sayings, because the world say no man can judge you but the Most High, but that's not true. And I'm gonna go ahead and get that. It says, "Judge not that ye not be judged, for what judgment ye shall be judged, and with what measure ye meet, it shall be measured to you again. And why beholdest thou the mote that is in thy brother's eye, but considerest not the beam that is in thy own eye?" Right? You can't go, because ultimately the 2/3 are still our brothers, man. Even though they're taking on the ways of the heathen, so they are the Gentiles right now. For those who understand, they are the Gentiles right now. But ultimately, if you out there to rebuke them, you gotta be clean too. You gotta. It says, "And why beholdest thou the mote, which is something small, that is in thy brother's eye, and considerest not the beam, something big that's in your eye, man?" So brothers can't be hypocrites out there. It says, "Or how wilt thou say to thy brother, let me pull out the mote that out of thine eye, and behold, a beam is in thy own eye? Thou hypocrite, first cast out the beam out of thine own eye, and then shalt thou see clearly to cast out the mote out of thy brother's eye." You see, it says, and then shalt thou see clearly. You got to deal with yourself first, and that's what brothers did, man. And I always get the scripture, and I'm going to keep getting it because it's good, because this is what we out there to do. We're telling you, This is Ephesians 4:21. It says, if so that ye have heard of him and have been taught by him, as the truth is in Yahweh Shai, that ye put off concerning the former conversation the old man, which is corrupt according to deceitful lust. The former conversation is that old life, man. That life when you was in the world. You got to put that off, which is the old man, which is corrupt according to deceitful lust. You know, and these people still have that old man on them. They still have that wicked spirit on them. So you got to get rid of that wicked spirit if you're going to come out there and cry aloud and spare not, you know, and show the Most High's people their transgressions, man. You can't be willingly doing those transgressions. That's not to say you're not going to go off every now and then, man, you know, because we still prisoners of this flesh, you know. But ultimately, verse 23, it says, and be renewed in the spirit of your mind, that ye put on the new man, which after the Most High is created in righteousness and true holiness. Right. So once we do that, once we put on that new man, which is created in righteousness and true holiness, then we can go out there rebuking the gates, do what the Lord told us to do, man. Compel his people to come in, pursuant to Luke the 14th chapter, man. Then you can be out there and do that. But once you get to that point, know that you're going to be hated. You know, Yahweh Shah said, if they hate you, know that they hated me before they hated you, man. So you're going to be hated, man. So you got to prepare your mind for that. You know, this is the straight gate. You know, this is the straight gate. And that's it, man. That's the point of this. Let me see if I had any other scriptures. Yep, I got one more. This is 1 Corinthians 2:15. I'm going to end it right here. This is 1 Corinthians 2:15. It says, but he that is spiritual judgeth all things, yet himself is judged of no man. Right. Those people can't come back and judge us, man. Because once you transform into that new man, you know, once you answer the calling and actually go out and start to do this work, these people can't come down on you, man. But you have to be blameless, you know, blameless by having that faith in Yahweh B'Shem Al Shine. If you have that faith to the best of your ability, you're going to uphold the law to the best of your ability. You understand? So, hey, if you hate us, we don't care. We're going to continue to do our thing, man. You know? So, brothers, keep plowing on. Hey, man, if they don't like us, if they hate us, the hell with it, man. Keep doing the thing. Keep doing the damn thing, man. Because we almost out this bitch, as the Apostle Tahar would say. You know, but with that, I would like to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Hashem, Rukakadash, double honors to the apostles and elders up in Great Millstone, and a sincere peace and salutations to all the Akim pushing his word in truth and sincerity. Shalom.